I'm back. Rose Rants for the Black and White Network, and oh my goodness, race grifting in this country has become big business indeed. It's especially big business when actual companies in the media will pay you to race grift on a regular basis. And there is no bigger lunatic / race grifter, race baiter, how about just flat racist, against anybody that remotely looks white in the media sphere than one Joy Reid. Yes, the MSNBC total and complete lunatic. She doesn't like white folks. She doesn't like Christians. All y'all can go straight to hell. Yeah. So she has come out and she's made some comments. Now, these comments are sort of reminiscent of the video I did a couple of weeks ago when the 1619 author Nicole Hannah-Jones came out and said that if you cared about people involved in the Russia-Ukraine conflict, if you cared about those people that are losing their lives, if you showed concern, if you were locked into the television, you were a racist. That's right. You were a racist. Why? Because it's obvious you hate black people because of that. Wait, what? What? I couldn't quite understand the correlation. She got into a Twitter war with some guy that was trying to explain to her geographical locations and such like that. She never did quite comprehend. Joy Reid. Yeah, you are a racist sumbitch if you care about Russia and Ukraine. If you care about that conflict, that crisis that is going on, you are one white racist sumbitch. MSNBC host Joy Reid says the only the racist care about Russia's invasion of the Ukraine. Reid claims they have sympathy for dead Ukrainian people only because they are white and maybe a bit Christian. Wow. Quote, let's face it. The world is paying attention because this is happening in Europe. If this was happening anywhere else, would we see the same outpouring of support and compassion? Question mark? She asked rhetorically on Monday. Quote, we don't need to ask ourselves if the international response would be the same if Russia unleashed their horror on a country that wasn't white and largely Christian, because Russia has already done it in Syria. Quote, the coverage of I remember plenty of coverage about that, actually. Quote, the coverage of Ukraine has revealed a pretty radical disparity in how human Ukrainians look and feel to Western media. This woman is calling the media, who has done nothing but prop up people of color based on race for the last 24 months above everybody else that walks the planet. She's got the unadulterated nerve to say the Western media compared to the browner and blacker counterparts, with some reporters using very telling comparisons in their analysis of the war. Wow. Wow. Okay. Whew. Which, quote, telling comparisons are reporter using, quote, in their analysis of the war. Reid doesn't say. She doesn't actually explain herself. And I would try to explain it to you, but I don't know what the hell this lunatic is talking about. Reid doesn't say. However, she hopes you don't make her specify. It would ruin her entire monologue. It might even be racist to ask. Yeah, that's the thing. You know, if somebody like her brings something like this up, you can't even dispute it or ask questions because you yourself, your lily white ass, is a racist, obviously. See, the complexities of war are outside the wheelhouse of the far left. And make no mistake, she is radically far left. Reid is not alone. Recently, here we go, Bobby Barack, good job. Recently, 1619 Project author Nicole Hannah-Jones declared that Europe is not a continent, and anyone who thinks otherwise is racist. There we go with the geographical musings from the 1619 Project author. The left-wing media relies on shaming and race baiting, not on actual expertise. The woke playbook does not include providing news updates and information, just accusations of racism. Reid has particularly struggled to cover the Russian-Ukraine war to this point, both as a professional and in terms of raw numbers. Look at the ratings, because nobody is watching her at 7 p.m. Read out. Holy shit. She's getting the doors blown off of her by one Jesse Waters, it looks like. Yeah. Jesse Waters is destroying the readout. Reid lacks the anchor skills to ask questions and doesn't have enough understanding of history or geopolitics to provide context for the event. She's lost. So naturally, Reid has pivoted and redirected the story into her lane. That's good grifting, I'd say. Quote, "This is a teachable moment for us in the media. We aren't afraid to call out our own industry." Well, I'm not in the media, but I'm calling you out. You're one racist ass bitch. There is a lot of soul searching that we need to do in the Western media, Reid concludes. Luckily, Reid doesn't need to search her own soul. She knows exactly who she is, a race-baiting bigot, now looking to weaponize dead civilians in the Ukraine. Yeah. He goes on to be a very articulate Bobby Burack. There are a lot of schmucks on TV, but nobody worse than Joy Reid. She is much worse than that, Bobby Burack. She's a dangerous radical. Let's just be real. Okay. This is, she's dangerous in her influence in the way that LeBron James. I always say the people like Joy Reid and LeBron, they've got this reach. They've got this influence, but the problem is the people that will actually listen to them are dumber than a box of rocks and are subject to do stupid shit. Okay? Intelligent, common sense Americans are not watching Joy Reid, and we're not listening or getting our political advice from people like her or LeBron James. But to some total and complete loser out there that has decided that, well, more than likely they're already a criminal in some way, and decide they want to listen to this and get all lathered up and go do something stupid, well, Joy Reid is telling everybody there's racists walking around. That sumbitch has got it on the Russian-Ukraine war coverage over there, standing in front of the TV in Target. Let me pick up a damn bottle and crack him in the head. I mean, I might be embellishing there, but you get the point. I don't know, in this damn time. In some Democratic counties, that would probably be allowed, and you would probably just walk into the jail. I'm not sure they would even take your thumbprint or ask your name in some Democratic counties. They'd probably just let you go right out the door. Oh, you cracked a common sense patriot in the head with a bottle? We're good with that. We're comfortable with that. Tell me what you think, Black and White Network fans. I know I'm playing that up a little bit, but look. She's a lunatic. I mean, it's unbelievable that people like her have a show. But you know what? MSNBC cannot fire her. They're not going to fire her. You know why they're not going to fire her? Because she is black. She is insulated. She is now privileged. She is now protected. I mean, the moment that Fentanyl Floyd checked out, people like Joy Reid can probably say whatever they want, regardless of how racist it is. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.